Hold on to your hats, Leafs Nation. We've just received some concerning news from the ice that could change everything for our beloved team. With a key player now sidelined due to a lower body injury, fans are left wondering how this will impact our playoff hopes. Will our backup step up in a big way? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this developing story, and make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest updates on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Anthony Stolarz has found himself on the day-to-day list with a lower body injury, and as a die-hard Toronto Maple Leafs fan, I know we all held our breath when he was pulled from the game. It's a tough blow for us, especially considering how pivotal he has been this season with a solid record of .952, a GAA of 2.15, and a stellar SV% of .927. These numbers place him second in the league for GAA, right behind Connor Hellebuyck, and first in SV%. It's hard not to feel the weight of this situation as we gear up for what's ahead. Coach Craig Berube did provide a glimmer of hope by saying Stolarz will remain with the team until he can get back on the ice. It's encouraging to know that he might not be out for long, but we all know that a lower body injury can be tricky. It's a waiting game now, and I can't help but feel anxious about how this will impact our performance moving forward. Fortunately, we have Joseph Woll stepping up. He's been impressive this season with an 8-3-0 record, a GAA of 2.16, and a .21 SV%. Those stats put him right behind Stolarz and Hellebuyck in GAA, and considering he's only played 11 games, that's no small feat. Still, it's a lot of pressure for Woll to carry the load while Stolarz heals. You have to wonder if he can maintain that level of play consistently, especially with the stakes rising. You believe this was the right move? I'm honestly torn. It's a gamble that could pay off or leave us wanting more. On the other hand, we've got Dennis Hildeby called up from the Marlies, but can we really expect much from him? His previous stint with the Leafs was rocky, and although he's had some decent numbers in the AHL, the NHL is a different beast entirely. This raises the question, are we confident enough in our goaltending depth to weather this storm? As we prepare to face the Detroit Red Wings on Saturday night, I can't shake this feeling of unease. Every game counts, and we need to secure points now. The impact of Stolarz' absence could ripple through our entire strategy. It's not just about winning, it's about how we adapt and respond to challenges. I know I'm not alone in feeling a mix of hope and anxiety right now. And what does this mean for our playoff aspirations? Every injury brings the potential for disruption. The Maple Leafs have a lot of talents, but can we afford to lose one of our top goalies when we're trying to make a serious push? This is the kind of situation that can make or break a season. And as fans, we're left to wonder, are we prepared for the worst? I want to hear your thoughts on this too. Do you think Woll can rise to the occasion? Or are you concerned about how this might affect our momentum? It's important that we share our expectations and frustrations. So, what do you think? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. If you caught the game against the Anaheim Ducks, you know there was a bit of a scare when Stolarz mysteriously disappeared after the first period. But thankfully, it looks like we've dodged a bullet here. The Toronto Maple Leafs updated us on Stolarz' injury status, and the word is that he's day-to-day. Now, considering how intense the situation looked, this is a huge relief. It's easy to wonder if we've overworked Stolarz since he's been playing phenomenally since joining the team, but whatever the case may be, it seems like we're in a better position than we initially feared. Darren Dreger from TSN mentioned that the team was waiting on more test results to determine the severity, but the early signs indicate that it's not anything major. That alone is a sigh of relief for us fans. Head coach Craig Berube chimed in, calling the news good overall, and reiterating that Stolarz is indeed day-to-day. He acknowledged that while Stolarz didn't practice yesterday, there's still optimism about his return. Now, here's the kicker. When asked if Stolarz could be back in action next week, Berube said he believes it's possible, but of course Stolarz needs to hit the ice first. That's where my heart starts racing a little. How quickly can he get back to form? In the meantime, the Leafs have called up Dennis Hildeby from the Toronto Marlies. This move is crucial as it adds some depth to our roster while we navigate this tricky stretch of the season. Stolarz has been pivotal as a backup this year, and honestly, whenever he's on the ice, there's a sense of calm. With Hildeby stepping in, let's hope we can keep the momentum going. Now, let's take a moment to consider what this all means for us moving forward. If Stolarz can return sooner rather than later, It really bodes well for our playoff aspirations. We know how tight the competition is in the league, and every point matters. The last thing we want is to lose ground, especially when we've shown such promise this season. But I have to ask, do you believe this was the best decision? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, keeping our goalie healthy is paramount. But on the other, I can't help but feel anxious about relying on a new face in goal. It's a risk that could pay off, or it could lead to some tough nights ahead. So, what do you think? Do you feel confident about Hildeby stepping in, or do you wish we'd take a different route? I want to hear your thoughts. This is a community, and your opinions matter. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below because I know we're all feeling the pressure as the season heats up. As we keep an eye on Stolarz' recovery, let's stay hopeful that he'll be back in the crease soon. The energy he brings is contagious, and we need that as we head into some crucial games. Before I sign off, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with your fellow Leafs fans, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any essential updates. And hey, make sure to hit that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the latest news and analysis. Let's rally behind our team and keep the faith. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.